talk to Kate Osborne. Kate is a Labour MP who wrote to the Speaker of the Commons asking him to stop Trump addressing Parliament. And I guess you don't want there to be any question of MPs being brought back for an address, Kate.
Good morning, Jeremy. Thanks so much for inviting me on. No, absolutely not. Look, we know that Trump, as I think Ben's just said, he isn't really a friend of the UK. Yes, we have to deal with him. Yes, we have to speak to him about trade deals, etc. But we also know that Trump is a morally deficient man. He's a convicted felon who thinks that he's above the law, that he can treat people with contempt, from the way he speaks about women to the way that he speaks to elected leaders of other countries. He's a misogynist, he's a xenophobe, and he doesn't deserve the privilege of speaking to Parliament, whether that be, in my opinion, to the House of Lords or to those of us in the Commons. And I'm really pleased that our campaign seems to have succeeded and he won't be given that privilege or that opportunity.
Do you think it's deliberate then, Kate, that they've chosen a date where this might almost not be an issue?
Well, I certainly think it seems fortuitous. I think it may have been their way of dealing with it. So, yeah, I mean, I think they know that he may not be or received well by MPs, by actually the majority of the UK, who I think don't have a great love or maybe even a liking for the man.
Lynn May was just saying that, you know, if we're going to be cross about Trump, why aren't we cross about Macron?
Macron isn't Trump. Look, you know, Macron hasn't said some of the really worrying, hateful things that Trump has said. You know, the hate that we hear from Trump and others spreading from the top, it gives credibility to those who are preaching hate, attacking women, attacking democracy, both across the US and within the UK.
Immigration is one of our biggest issues, as we've seen. But Emmanuel Macron hasn't done anything, even though we've paid France millions and millions.
He's not illegally deporting people.
But
like
there's different. But surely, Kate's point is about Trump being a convicted felon and spreading misinformation. And it's not about a bad policy.
What about the economy? What about trade deals? Whether we like it or not, the US voted this man in. They are our biggest trading ally.
That's the argument. Kate Osborne, MP, thank you so much. Go on, have the last word.
Saying that we shouldn't deal with him, that we don't need to speak to him. Of course we do. For me, this is about affording him the opportunity and the privilege to address either of the parliaments. And that is something that, to me, gives legitimacy to him and to what he has to say. And personally, I don't want to hear it.
Thank you, Kate, for joining us so much.